Yo, what's up everyone, it's the Dark Horse, hope you're doing well. Welcome, we're going to be jumping into Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel, where we basically take on the ranked ladder, running a specific type of deck. In this season, we're running GILFORD the Lightning. Obviously, if you watch previous episodes, you potentially could be aware of them. But anyways, let's get into this and see how this goes. I'm trying to figure out which one has a better light, and this probably would be better. Let's get it. Okay. Pressure's on, baby. Let's go. Let's tango. I'm feeling good. Okay, Mr. Hernandez. One thing I've come to learn about this deck is you can only stall for so long, but also don't be stupid enough to keep 7 cards in hand. We have no super speed, so what we do is we kick things off with a cheeky already up. Okay. So if anything, I could set up a cyber, obviously go with Cyber's Wizard, set up the terrain lane, play the monster, have the monster be destroyed, add 2 terrain type cards. I think potentially in our case and scenario, this guy on the right is going to be running light types anyway, so I think we should be a-okay. Which I think he's potentially going to try play GILFORD on my lane, which is interesting. He may run GILFORD with either immunity to battle position change, or may potentially lead it with terrain play. Why would you change the battle position of that card? I don't quite understand that. Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, nice. He's running the super speed combo, which is interesting. I'm curious to what his ace would be. Potentially Firewall, 7 Roads. I don't think that'd be the case, because normally you see that play with Inventor. What's good is the fact he has to concern himself with that monster now. Similar to our position, obviously we have to concern ourselves with the monster planning to attack us. Okay, that's fine. I could go with Bitron. We are immune to battle position change, and also we have the protection of enemy controller if they decide to go with that kind of turnaround. So we're going to ready up there. I'm going to basically see how much I can stall out without having to obviously go into any drastic measures. But to be honest, okay, he played Link Karibo instead of GILFORD. Fair play. He may potentially even run Galaxy Eyes Dragon. But until we know for sure, we will not know. I find it strange that normally this lighting is the one I run, but for some reason changed the camera position, the light position, and it's just messed all the lighting up. Okay, he has gone defensive. I think he's gone defensive there solely for the fact that way he can tribute and place GILFORD into the opposition's lane. I don't want to have to go up against GILFORD, but I will if I need to, and I'll sacrifice my GILFORD in that exact playoff. But I don't think we have to worry too much. Okay. But the good thing about it is if my monster gets destroyed, I'll be able to go with the GILFORD terrain lane anyway. So let's go with... We'll set up 1 terrain lane, and we'll see how this goes. I could potentially send that into attack mode, but yeah, I ain't worrying at this point. Okay, GILFORD isn't on me, which is a plus, but now I need to kind of weigh up my options. I do have to worry about Utopia, though. Interesting. So we've got a GILFORD coming through center, but then GILFORD will clash with Utopia, basically securing seal on each other. That's a win-win in my case, unless there's an enemy controller. But even still, if there was, I would enemy controller it back into attack position. So let's see. Okay, so he's only running 2 skills. He's running debuff and seal. So fair play. That does help me, because now my monster's been changed to attack position, which is something we want to be doing. And we let it play out, I think. Unless there's some card of action going into play here. Emergency teleport. Okay, he's moving his Utopia into... Interesting. Okay. This is good. Because he's going to be so focused on the Utopia at hand that I think... Obviously... JJ Kiki, whatever his freaking name is, will have to find a way of countering Guilford. I can protect him, which will give me an opening to be able to go for a direct attack. So I think now is the time for us now to set up a terrain lane with Guilford. I will switch his to defense mode if need be. Seal of Wickedness basically shuts down seal play. Oh shoot, not you. So we go there. I could push forward on Hernandez. But I don't have terrain active on his lane. But I could. No. We'll run with this. We'll see how this goes. Interesting. Well, Guilford's going to force it into attack mode anyway, which would mean he'd get a direct attack, possibly hoping me to trigger off all the disruption if need be. I have my own protection play anyway, so that's a win. So you're stacking up. You're going to focus on this guy. You know what? I think we're good. Change terrain. And then next turn, do I go with the enemy controller? Oh shit. Okay, fair play. Enemy controller, his Guilford. Pressure, man. Seal. Attack reduction. It really wouldn't have made any sort of difference anyway, but the only problem is, okay, I don't inflict battle damage, so he won't gain anything, will he? Oh, he does still gain it. Okay. This is concerning. Oh, mate, this is crazy. Wow. So he's going to attack directly with 2800 plus a 23, which kills him. Well, doesn't kill him. He's going to get a direct attack. So if anything, I think I've secured second place, to be honest. All right. Man, it's just something about that cinematic, like, summoning where the gauntlet or armor just... The grip noise is just so sick. Okay, fair play. He's going to switch Prima into Guilford. Very good play. I give credit where it's due. I wonder if you have, like, emergency teleport, maybe. This is crazy. The only problem I've got here is, yes, he'll destroy my monster in the long term. Warrior returning alive. Okay, adds you back the Daybreaker. Giant Trunade returns both my monsters back to my hand. And his. Okay. Shield and Sword. Oh, mate. Pissed. Mask of Brutality increasing by 1,000 and reduction. Fair play. Plus you've got the 1,800 drops. So basically you're chilling. We're good. This play of action's been absolutely insane. So there, drop it down by 1,800, puts it on 0. Destroys. Drops down Utopia down to, what's that, 1,100? But then your seal, the skill negation plays off. So basically it doesn't do nothing, which means it's going to take 1,000 damage anyway, which allows you to gain 800. I gain 1,800. He gains 1,000. Okay. Pain in the ass, this is. But he can't change me to attack mode anyway. The only thing that could really screw me over is Pierce. But hopefully that won't be the case. But we will see. Okay, attack increase due to the terrain play. Fair dues. I'll get this 1,200 drop. I should get a nice clean direct attack here though. The only problem is if this duel doesn't end here, I could be in a bit of a situation with a direct attack from Mr. Hernandez. Reduction to 0. Okay, no, we've got this game. Nice. 2,800 wraps it up. Close. Okay, from now on, if Bitron is low on defense, we place it and push it into attack mode. But on the upside, we took first place. Honestly, I'm cushy. That actually makes me happy. Welcome back. Welcome to Duel 2, where we jump into the duel again. If we could secure maybe a potential first place again, I don't bank on it. I don't come in thinking I'm going to do that. But to be honest, our hand at this current state is solid. It's beautiful. It's cushy. You know, I ain't going to complain. First things first. We don't play any cards on the first... Great. The game crashed. Ah, we're good. We don't play no cards on the first turn. We obviously pick up and then questionable I play. I have 2 cards which will allow me to set the terrain lane, but we need to decide upon who we're going to play them on. And then also taking that into account, we also have the monster which will return those 2 terrain monsters if I need to tribute them to bring Guilford out. I could potentially go defense mode and see what potential we could obviously follow up with and lead with. Or we can kind of just see how people play. Okay. This doesn't seem to be as bad. This guy has to worry about a Cohesion Z metal tank coming straight at him, getting the attack increased by 4. Well, by 2, but you get like double. So it's like 200 per monster, I believe. So I put him on to 1,900. We do have Ghost Bell. Select one monster and apply negation. Okay. Not bad. Solid setup. The only downfall to here is... Oh, does it increase it by more? Oh, it increases it by... What's it? Oh, 400 per summon. That's what I meant. Not 200 per monster. It's because he's got 2 of them on there. Oh, God. Rookie mistake. Okay. Block attack, which will force you into defense mode. but then he still clashes with that monster, which benefits in my favor because I feel like this person here with the Guardian Exodia is in a bit of a pickle because everyone's basically saw his hand. He's got no cards left remaining. Josiah has to figure something out. Okay, he got the bonus card, potentially being Megamorph, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction. You know, many various cards. Quite frankly, this is I want to say it's a difficult position. It's not, but I also don't want to dive in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go Daybreaker here. I'm going to go Blade Knight here. Then this in defense mode. Temporarily. Only for the fact that way next turn, if Josiah obviously... Okay, he's set in defense mode. Which is not bad, because if I do push forward with it, it can be destroyed adding 2 terrain monsters. My position of power, obviously, my position of power, what I'm trying to say, the position of my cards is pretty solid at this point in time. But don't count them out. There is a Vorse Raider potentially coming in my direction. My monster's pushed to center with no trouble at this point, which forces him to have to go into a direct play. Personally, I don't know if people run Pierce with the Z Metal tank, but I genuinely would. Man, my jaw's killing me. What the fuck? But next turn, we definitely have to bring Guilford out. I won't tribute my own monsters. I will tribute the Hippo. But fair play, Sword and Shield. Don't really know if that was worth it, to be honest. I probably would have went for the Wolf. But this is getting very interesting in regards to people are going to be getting hammered next turn. So, based upon... Ooh, that's actually really good. Okay. Well, I'll force you into attack mode. You're at 0. Plus I force... Well, I'll destroy Exodia anyway. So this is the play of action here, yeah? We're going to tribute a Blade Knight. And then I'm going to go with my Hippo and Guilford. And then I'm going to ready up. Because more than likely, Vorse Raider will go to attack mode now. The only downfall is obviously my monster's weaker, but I will be able to summon my Seal monster to be able to destroy it. Okay, Vorse Raider is still in defense mode, which is a fair play. My Guilford comes out along with my Prima, which allows me to have a nice opening. As long as that Blue Eyes doesn't decide to destroy me. To be fair, I don't think he will. I think he'll destroy the wolf backing his other monster. Duelist 4 is really hammering at these guys over here. Complete. That will allow Prima to come forward. My ability now activates. Wait, why wouldn't you destroy the wolf? Forcing monsters into attack mode, which Vorse Raider is going to have to be in attack mode now. Which now does allow me, unless you start activating like enemy controller and potential spells like that. Poisonous Winds, okay. Solid play, fair play. Reduction on my Guilford. But still not a total wrecking ball. Okay, well played. Increase and life point damage. We need to be cautious, man. I'm going to send... Why would you change it to attack mode? I know you're doing life point damage, but why would you place your monster? I don't get why you'd have activated that. It's like, I don't understand if you were guaranteed to win this duel, but you're not. You're still going to take 700 damage here anyway. Seal, prevent. Oh, that's why you went for it, because the seal was there. Wasn't even acknowledged to that. I get Exodia as a great defense card, but without immunity to destruction, I don't see really the point in even running it, to be honest. This duel is definitely picking up and getting a little interesting. He has well, obviously he's going to defend on me, but I'm going to force it into attack mode anyway. Okay. I could go defense mode here, but just save my attack position monster. You know, we'll do that. And then there's nothing I can really bring out yet. Because that way, if I play this card in attack mode and it does get destroyed, I can add 2 terrain and then start stacking up for the 1800 drop. We're still good on the turn front. I don't think anything major is about to hit. Okay. Gains attack. 200. That's fine. I'll sell at 1400 defense anyway. But then he doesn't even get a direct attack, really. So he had no cards to play. This is the problem with Dark Magician when you rely on spell cards. If your monster's a goner, you're fucked. Hate to put it out there, but interesting. Monster Reborn brings Dark Magician back. Well played. Well played indeed. Imagine a Monster Reborn being the card to save you. I need a potential terrain monster. Obviously, if we can get the Exodia gone, we're fine. But it's just getting rid of it. We're only 4 turns in. We're pushing into the 5th turn. I think we should be okay. I can't see this going really badly. So, I have Photon Lizard, which will allow me to set up a terrain lane anyway. So, at least that way will allow me to bring Prima out if need be. I'm going to let them play. I'm going to let them run. Also, I'm going to run this in attack mode here now to give us that backup seal type card. That way, if Dark Magician, obviously, we will reduce it by 1800 anyway, which will give it 7, allow me for a 1300, but then I've got to destroy the Exodia, which obviously reduced me down to... What's that? Yeah. Reduced me down to 1100. But this person on the right can't have much going for it. Okay, it's going Stargazer. That's good, that's good. That benefits me. Because now that gives me my terrain monster cards back. I could have went defense play, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. The only thing is Stargazer is now forced into attack mode as well. Which I need to find some actual protection in regards to that. Ah, we're fine. We'll destroy Stargazer. Isn't Stargazer... Yeah, when summoned. Swords of Concealing Light. Okay, change battle position, and my battle position cannot be changed, I believe. That is an annoying place to play it. Which does become a long-term problem. I have Seal anyway, so I'm going to seal him off. But even still, both of his cards will be destroyed. He'll have 1000 attack left on it. We seal it. Yeah? We attack, we'll have 800 attack. Unless he's playing something over 2600, we will get clean direct attacks. This is the way I'm viewing it. There we go. Returns 2 cards back to me. There's Daybreaker and Blade Knight ready for the lanes to be set up for firing. Destroys that. Destroys that. Seal. Okay. I ain't going out fucking last place or third place, man. Oh, that could not have come at a better time. The only problem is I don't have... I know I shouldn't, but I've done it. Like I said last time, when it gets low enough, we're going to play it. That Sword of Concealing Light is really annoying to be played when you've summoned a card. Okay. This guy's got a vendetta against... Well, to be fair, it's better focusing on him than it is me. I just can't allow myself to beat him without taking enough life points from someone else. We should get 1,000 here. So that'll put me on 38. Take 5 from him. Puts me on 43. I take first place. Rush recklessly. Allows him to go for a nice, clean, direct attack for at least 800 life points. Which would basically secure the loss he got from me. My Guilford plays off. Nice 1,000 damage, putting me on 38. Destroys the monster. Oh, okay, he can't deal damage. Plus, he's got to mobilize. So that screwed him. 500 puts me on 43. Game's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Not when you pull blue eyes. Or not. We're set up there. The only downfall to enemy controller is it's only an enemy controlled base spell card. I wouldn't mind block attack or stop defense, but they're very singular. Obviously, they both have their pros and cons. Enemy controller can target any opponent's monster. Obviously, you can change it from attack position to defense to attack, and it works extremely well. The only downfall to it is you can't do it on your own cards. Unless there's a wall of disruption, then that could be a problem. I don't have to change anyone's battle position at this point. Okay, special summon Dark Magician. Has my ability popped off yet or not? Unless you've got any spell cards, mate, you're pretty much screwed. Interesting. Tension is rising. Okay, I activate. Plus I force you into attack mode. Drop you by 18, puts you on 8. Interesting. Fair play, fair play. I feel like he's shot himself in the foot a bit there, though, to be honest. Yes, he's saved his own monster, but the only problem I've got is I'm now going to special summon Prima back to my side of the field. Quite frankly, I don't think I really am too concerned about an enemy controller at this point. We can let it run. My ability, skill negation. You really should run that trap card and protect that Dark Magician, though. It's all good bringing it back, but it's no good bringing it back if you don't have no play of action for it. Stall's not over yet. Well, technically it could be. Yeah, it will be. Nice. He's protected himself, so fair play. But also, it's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. 2 first places in a row. Let's try and push for a 3rd one. This episode is going to be one of our best. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to be searching for another match, our 3rd and final ticket for the day. So hopefully all goes okay in regards to this play. Quite frankly, we've done extremely well in these first 2 duels, so even if things do go wrong, it's not too much of a punch in the face. But if I'm able to attain 1st place, we will promote into Platinum, which will be an absolute icing on the cake, which means we can play around and test new other decks and see what doors open up for us. I believe we're leading into Dark Power in the new season, potentially. Quite frankly, I'm not too fussed whether I get to Platinum or I don't get to Platinum. I enjoy just making the daily, obviously Monday to Friday content on here. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Okay, so based upon this, I've got V-Tiger Jet guarantee. Well, I say guarantee, potentially getting the ace bonus card, yeah? The V-Tiger Jet will go forward, we'll hold out, we don't need to play any other more cards. We do have our protection on light terrain. No light terrain monsters at this point, but we do have Luminous Spark, which could help me in the long run. The only thing is I don't want to set the lanes up on... It's a hit and miss. You want to activate them on the opponent's side, but also you don't. And this is where it kind of comes in handy, knowing where people are positioning their cards. Because if they are positioning a high defense, which... So he's definitely someone we don't want to be playing our terrain on, because it's a waste of terrain at this point. Okay. We have a reincarnation build running Exodia. So my options are very difficult here, depending on how I want to play this. I will go Luminous Spark, and I'm going to go this lane and this lane. And I'm going to complete my play. So he has got Reincarnation, which is very solid, very good play of action. Yake is now aware that I'm a terrain player as well. Enemy controller on me. Mother Freezer. But it is what it is. Anyone else got a spell card they want to dip onto this guy? Okay, either way it's going to clash with the Infernity Archfiend? Yeah, Infernity Archfiend. Widespread Ruin, a trap card I don't see too often. Okay, so what does it do? Just destroy the monster, but he gets Reincarnation off anyway. But I think he's going to win the bonus card, which is kind of a good decision for me not to focus on Yake, because he may have Megamorph. You know, there's a big list of potential cards it could be, and it depends. They are very beneficial, but also they can be a pain. But yeah. Okay, Blade Knight. The thing is, I'll hold on to Blade Knight for the time being. There is no point me playing Blade Knight at this point, solely for the fact that Yeah, we're ready up. Alright, mate. Cass, get out. You alright? You can get your iPad. Okay, we're back. Okay. So this is fine. Yake seems to be solely focused upon that guy. So if me and Yake can team up, I will happily take second place. You know what I mean? If need be. But I think because he's focusing on Error and I'm focusing on Exodia, there's kind of that kind of, you know, but also I'm not going to weigh my options up too thin because it could work out horribly wrong. I don't have a double tribute summon yet, which is kind of irritating me. Becoming a bit of a pain in the ass, but the problem is I got a feeling he's going to summon. He won't summon on me, but he will summon. So because I don't have a card to bring Guilford out yet, we're just going to let this turn play. Let it play out. Okay, so you've gone defensive, but you are a magician, increasing your attack. Okay, 1700. You are strong enough to destroy me. Whilst you're setting the pendulum scale, which means a potential odd eyes could come out, which is why we need to kind of, if it comes to it, I'll have to tribute more monsters, but I don't want to tribute just for the sake of tributing. Okay, block attack goes into play, holding you in defense mode. This monster's got to go because I can't have it keep increasing its attack. So I think we're destroyed anyway, but it'll only be at 100, and I think it will clash with the monster in the middle anyway, so we're good in that aspect. So okay. Question is, who am I going to want to tribute? I'm not going to tribute anything at this point. But we are going to play a trap card solely for the fact we don't want to have to discard a card to the Dark Abyss. But yeah, if you do decide to go attack mode, you're 2100 plus you're going to gain attack because you're going to have spell cards, which could end up screwing me over. So if you do have enemy control, it's probably better for me to go Blade Knight at this point, and then I'll play this in defense mode here, and then I'll ready up. Okay. The Magician of Black Chaos has been risen from the darkness of his catacombs, which were placed in defense mode there. So he's definitely going for a potential... What the fuck? Oh my god. I haven't seen anyone run this yet, so I expected Odd Eyes, to be honest. Okay, Abyss Actar. I have Shield Handler if anything was to go into play to destroy. I'm not liking this Darkness Light setup play. Okay. It's interesting because it kind of benefits them both. You have Swords Revealing Light as well, preventing him from going for a direct attack. The spell card increasing their attack furthermore. Chaos Scepter Blast onto the monster with Explosion. With, I believe that destroys him at the end of the turn. If I'm correct. Yes, it does. Alright. Error is put himself in a very, very, very dangerous position because he has no potential cards left. Very early. See, that being popped off. I feel bad for going for this guy at this point, but sometimes you've got to play that card. You've got to go with that play, man. Yake still has many new other cards. Error is probably our walk in the park go-to. I believe it's time. Okay. All right, let's ready up. So he has played it into attack mode anyway. There's no monsters really that are forced from defense into attack at this point. But we also gain the benefit of reduction, which is going to be amazing because obviously our monster's going to clash with his. Obviously, yes, ours dies, but we now have an 1800 drop, allowing me for a nice, clean, direct attack next turn. Yes, it'll be only on 600 anyway. So it's a win-win in my shoes. Oh, well played. I'll give you that. I honestly, to be honest, I was getting a little bit overconfident. I was. And I didn't expect it, but fair play. So you give it 900. Still get reduced to 0 though. Even with 1400, we're still pretty dominant. You've got to basically bring out a monster with what? 3200 attack? I don't like the fact. I get it. I get it. But also it's annoying that you've managed to attain that. Life Absorbing Machine is probably one of those trap cards I should run, but I don't really need to. Guilford is my powerhouse. Guilford would give me the life points I need at this point. The only problem is he's got a bit of a worry because he's got... Okay. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go Prima, tribute you, and then I will ready up. Because I can put Guilford's attack back up, but I don't know if I want to. Oh, I fucking hate you when it does that. Okay, so you got rid of my terrain lane, bro. It's fine. This gives me an opportunity to clear up Exodia if I decide to go. Well, technically, he hasn't summoned a card, so I may as well just switch with Guilford at this point. I'll get the seal off, but other than that, mate, we're good. We're good. This is actually perfect, you know? That was a good play. Puts me back to 28. Him setting up a dark terrain lane isn't such a major thing. Obviously, yes, it may screw me over a little, but we're good. Damn, this duel's over. Nah, I don't think it's over. He's still got to take down the Exodia. Okay, Abyss Script loses attack and defense. Life point damage. Shield and sword. Fair play. What if he's going to try burn him enough to a point where I kill him? Because if he's got it, mate, he might have 6 spell cards in his hand at this point. You know what I mean? Okay, Pierce plays off. You destroy the Exodia. I seal the Exodia. The only problem I've got here, though, is that guy, Yake, may... Well, technically, we're both... No, either way, I'll take the damage anyway. If I'll get the attack off now, the next turn... Ooh, Wall of Disruption as well. Mate, that Pokemon, oh my god. That monster had 5,000 something hundred attack at one point, and now it doesn't. Mad. This allows me to take a direct attack. This also guarantees me 2100 unless he decides. Well, it doesn't even matter if he decides to go defensive because Guilford's going to force it into attack. So it's a win-win. Personally, if anything, well, he's probably better off defending on Yake because at least Yake can go with that play of action. But the thing is, with this trap card, he can potentially add like 3 spell cards, like Life Absorbing Machine. Which, oh, mate, no way. Oh, yo. He's going to gain. I need blue eyes. Give me blue eyes. Please, 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 please. Oh, yes. You may not see this happen often, but sometimes it has to happen. The only problem is I can't force it into attack mode now. I don't think they're going to expect me to get rid of one of my bigger monsters, but this guy really thinks I'm going to fall for him. Playing a trap card. He's gone for Blaze. Were very well played. I gotta hope. Nah, we're good. We're good. We get a direct attack. We're good. Interesting. Wait, what? He tried to change the terrain so the battle phase couldn't play off. So the Guilford's ability would have never went into play. But I'm afraid you cannot deal with the light. Okay, what have we got? Increased life points by 200. Blaze. Damn, Blaze popping off everywhere out here now, man. Life point damage. Opening ceremony. That's the increased life point, 1 by 200. Life point damage. Life point damage. Mate, he's even in the scores, man. We're so slowly tipping. Another ceremony. Fuck me. Kane's by 200. Drops it. Knocks me by 2. Wow. He's slowly creeping for the second place. Unfortunately, I don't think it was... well, technically, he's going to take 3... well, stack loads of Blaze. He only has 2 Blaze. Oh, no. Motherfucker. Well, technically, he hit 0, so he won't be able to... yeah, he hit 0 before the monster can attack. So he can't get it back. Or can he? Oh, he can. Yo, that's brutal. This duel's still ongoing. What the fuck? This duel could be over, you know? At this rate, I think I might not even be taking... the... oh, okay. He's gone with the Twinkle Star, which grants stealth. But there's no monster he has with stealth, unless he puts stealth on my monster or stealth on the Magician of Black Chaos. If he even decides to go with stealth. Yeah, it has to be on dark terrain, doesn't it? Gains stealth, yeah. So he didn't play terrain on anything. Okay, I'll still win though. Oh, fuck. I think Yake was really banking on that life absorbing thing being in that spot there, hoping my Guildford would have went into it, because he would have gained, I think, 1,600 life points. Ladies and gentlemen, our best video yet. The hour special. Literally. I didn't realize how long this actually gone on for. And all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, Platinum has been achieved with the Guildford deck. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. Take care. See you guys next time. Peace.